Hi everybody. Happy Sunday. It's a nice day. It's been a nice day. I just finished up streaming for a little bit. Still trying to get the hang of it. My computer is still a jerk, so I have to, compromise with the jerk computer. But it's okay. I guess something that I should say is that I am transgender. Somebody said something to me like that I've never technically said it, so I don't know why that's an issue to them, but it is, so I am transgender. There you go. Problem solved, right? Okay, so I am transgender, and we're all different. There is no reason to list like levels of importance. There is none. There's none at all. Your human life is as important as the next human life. We're all individuals. We all have different ways of looking at stuff. We're all unique and we're special, and it's so important that we appreciate each other for how unique we are and how special it is to have other unique people in this world, and how much we could change if we all came together and helped instead of fighting all the time. Another little rant, but whatever. I get so sick of it because there's a lot of people out there that are just bored, and instead of educating themselves or actually trying to understand, they just like to point fingers and make it an issue, and you don't have to do that. There's no reason for it. No matter who you are or what you are, your background, your nationality, your anything, it doesn't matter. You're gonna have issues in your life. You're gonna have things that are great in your life, and we all have those shitty days. We all have the good days, and just because some people think differently about stuff doesn't make them wrong, doesn't make them right. I don't know. It's just, it shouldn't be like, oh, I disagree with what and who you are, so ha 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 ha, and make a big thing out of it. No, it's pointless. It gets nothing accomplished at all by just, causing shit. That's just not the way to live life. It's wrong to live that way. And I say wrong, if you're a shit starter and you want to be a shit starter and you want to be that piece of shit that sits there and, pokes at people for, flaws or differences or stuff like that, hey, that's your life. But there's no point to it. If your whole sole purpose of being on this planet is to harass others and try to make their lives worse, then you're not really that nice of a person. I'm not gonna say that, you're not somebody. I'm not gonna say that you're an asshole or anything like that. It's just that if you believe in something and you hit that road when there's something that challenges your belief or understanding, if you hit that road and then your only response is to vomit negativity out, then you're no better than that of what you're accusing of being bad. Once you hit that little pass, you need to decide, okay, it's happening whether I like it or not, so I could, learn about it, educate myself about it, and understand why it's here, instead of, being a young childlike temper tantrum thrown, that's part of being an adult. You're going to deal with stuff that you don't like. There's going to be days that you want to leave out of work, but you can't because you're an adult and you have bills to pay and you have to stay. I know that one way too much. And, you know, there's no reason to harass each other. Life is so difficult, which I know it's not difficult for everybody. I know that some people just have it on easy street, you know? I understand that. But they're not better than anybody else on this planet. Hugh Jackman, good guy, star. You know, he's doing movies like constantly. Great down-to-earth guy. He is somebody that would help somebody if he could. So money doesn't make somebody, and having a certain kind of lifestyle doesn't make you. What makes us is our actions, who we are, why we are. You know, it's you know, what purpose do you have to benefit others? If your whole point is to tear down walls, you know, educate others, make understanding a natural language between all of us, and that's the one thing. You know, if you're any of those in this one little group, you are somebody that is needed in this world. If you're willing to put yourself out there and help others and improve the life of others, you're needed. If you're a shit starter and you're just a piece of shit that wants to cause problems, I don't really care about you right now, because I don't have time to deal with that shit. One other thing about this is, you know, whether you're in a relationship, just a friendship, parents, students, teachers, kids, you know, all of that. All of that. No matter what kind of relationship you have with whoever, the most important thing about a relationship is communication. And, you know, communication, honesty. Be open. The more honest you are and the more open you are, communication will become easier. As far as, you know, lying or fibbing about stuff, once you start a lie, it's a snowball process where that lie ends up becoming another lie, and then becoming a bigger lie, and then it just gets out of control, and then everything that you talk about is just one big freaking lie. So it's just better not to, like, even lie in the first place. Just be honest. Be happy. I know in my past I have gotten stuck with a lie after a lie. I can admit it. I screwed up. But I learned from it. I took, you know, what it was, and I made myself realize that it wasn't the right thing to do. And that's what, as adults, we need to do. And that's what we need to, you know, teach the next generation. The children of today's world, they need some people to look up to and understand how they should be. So if you're a piece of shit starter, and that's what you're teaching your kids, then that's just a, you know, chain effect. Especially if you care about your kids. You should be, you know, giving them wisdom, understanding on how to appreciate others, understanding on how to deal with certain circumstances that they're not used to. You know, open-mindedness. Be open-minded all the time. Things change, and, you know, the world that we live in, it's changing quickly. And things are going to change. Just kind of like technology. If you're not constantly, you know, keeping up on what technology is out there in the world, you're going to be lost in this world, because we're advancing in technology so quickly. And that's just the same as in, you know, how this world is developing. The type of people that we have in this world. Where this world is going. It's happening quick. And, you know, you need to make sure that you're taking in what's going on and giving that information to the next generation to understand what is going on in this world. For the better, though. For the better, not for the misuse and stuff like that. And there's going to be things, you just don't like. I know that if I was to go outside right now and get pulled over by a cop, I wouldn't like it. But if I deserved it, I deserved it. I wouldn't try to fight it. If I run a stop sign and I get pulled over, I deserve to get pulled over. There's too many excuses in today's world. Instead of just taking in what is actually there, the reality of the situation, there's so many people now that just want to make up excuses on why they're not at fault. And some of those people have kids, and that's not a good thing to show the kids, because then they grow up believing, oh, I don't have to take responsibility for anything. I can just, it's somebody else's fault. And that's a lot of today's world's problems, I think, is that there's not many people that are willing to take responsibility for their actions. I think that's sad. But then again, that's my opinion, and my opinion could be wrong. That's a problem with me studying psychology and being so open-minded and stuff like that, is that I have my opinions, but I understand that my opinions might not be for everybody. So that's the reason why I want to say that these are my opinions. This is my thoughts on life. So it's not going to be correct for you. That's fine. You might have something completely different. That's fine also. If you want to talk about it, I'll talk about it. But the way that people are nowadays, how they communicate with the, attack instead of just talk and just understand. You don't have to agree with the other stuff. You don't have to agree with somebody else's opinion. You don't have to. Just try to understand it. It's fine to disagree. We're all going to have things that we disagree about. Just understand. Just take the time to understand. And that's the thing about, all these different things that you can be in the world. All these different choices that you have in the world. You have so many choices at a young age to decide what path you're taking through life. You can be a firefighter, you can be an astronaut, you can be in a ballet. You have all these things that are possibilities, that are realistic in today's world, because it's so easily to start these things at an early age. And, and once you start, if it's something that makes you happy, don't stop. You don't have to stop. There's no reason to stop. Always try to find something that makes you happy, and that's where you should be heading. No matter if it's a job, or if it's a career, or if it's in a relationship, if you're not happy with that situation, you have to change it. You have to step up, and you have to change it. Because miracles just don't happen. I mean, it's not like somebody's going to come by and just give you $1 million and be like, hey, you don't have to work again, which I don't even think that you could make it for the rest of your life with $1 million, because everything is expensive nowadays. I don't know. I know I've used like $250,000 quickly, so I would have a hard time lasting the rest of my life on $1 million. But anyways, sorry, went off track again. But like that's the thing, like all this, how I'm transgender. I've lost friends, and I've gained friends, and the people that I've lost, they weren't wrong. Well, there's somebody that I wish they could have handled it a different way, a little bit, more adult-like, but they didn't. So that's, that's their way of dealing with it. That's fine. It happened. It's over with. It doesn't bother me anymore. There for a little bit, I was expecting that person to be a different way. So when it happened, it blindsided me. But that pain's not going to be there forever, even though it was a very good friend. That's the thing. Friends come and go. People in your life come through your life. And the pain that you're feeling at the time isn't always going to be there. And, you know, you just got to keep on moving forward. I've hit in spots so many times where I was like, I just don't see how I can make it through the rest of the day. I don't see how I can make it to the next day. But be thankful for the next day. I'm not really the religious type, so, you know, I'm thankful for my days that are given. I might not say, you know, thank God for the days that are given or anything like that, but I know that there are people out there that are religious that think that way, and that's fine. Whatever your belief is, whatever you hold inside of you that makes you keep going, go. Because you have to have something to focus on. You have to have something in your mind that is out there that makes you want to keep moving forward. And that's the important thing. Nothing's ever going to become easy. Some people have it easier than the others, yes. But realistically, if you have things given to you too easily, you're not going to be fulfilled by them. And that's the reason why you have to fight. And that's the reason why you have hard times. And that's the reason why sometimes it's hard to get back up. Because if it was easy, there'd be no point. So you got to keep on moving. Alright, so I'm done. If you could, subscribe, like, comment, share, do all the things. And I think I'm done for now. Gotta catch up on some homework. Call it a day. Relax. Got some important stuff happening tomorrow. So, yeah, I'm done. So, love your faces. I will see you next time. Bye.